There you go. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Spy Family episode 13, Project Apple. Last time they went on an outing to the Penguin Park because there was this chemical weapon instructions stuff that was stuck in the penguin and they needed to get it before the enemy got it, and then while at the same time he was trying to keep his appearance as this normal family in front of the neighbors and stuff, everything worked out for the best. He got the things and then he was looking good in front of the neighbors. So, oh yeah, and by the end there, they made Anya cry and then they were like out in the world playing agents and stuff. So that was cool. So before we get into this episode, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini and all the start this episode. And here we go. We finally got to the dog. I thought we were gonna get to it, learn more about him last episode, but no, it was the Penguin Park thingy. And this episode we went straight to the dogs. So yeah, the dog can see the future. When they were gonna get going to go get a dog, and then they had these outfits on, and I'm like, okay, were they wearing the same outfit? Are they wearing the same outfit that when the dog saw the future and saw them, were they wearing the same outfit like in his vision? But no, it was completely different outfits. I thought they were the way that I imagined it after we saw that episode where he saw the future. He saw the future. So I thought they were gonna show up there at wherever the dog was, as a family and stuff, and then they were gonna pick him or something or other like that. But of course, it's not gonna be that easy for a dog that can see the future. It's not gonna be that cookie cutter. There's not gonna be a cookie cutter way of them getting this dog. So Lloyd took them to this place where that was owned by their agency or something or other like that, where they train dogs, because he wanted one that can be used for protection as well. But those dogs were just like mean looking and not cute at all, and Anya didn't want it. So he asked the owner if there was another one, where there was cuter dogs and stuff. So he told him about this adoption thing that was going on. But then this guy showed up and told him that there was basically a mission. So he made this excuse about having this stomachache and he needed to go to the restroom. And Anya, being the telepath that she is, she knew it had something to do with a mission. So she made this excuse about how when Lloyd is in the bathroom, he takes a long time or something or other like that to make it okay for Anya and yours to leave Lloyd alone. So Lloyd went, he got told what the mission was, and that there was this prime minister that came from West Dallas, and that there was going to be an attack on him. So they captured one of the person that was part of the attack, and they needed his help to get information out of them. So they switched to the dude, Chris, I believe his name was. They all had K's in their names. All the names started with a K. So Chris didn't want to say anything, but then the woman was like, okay, we don't really need anything from you, so let's just go. And as they were walking, you see the leader, was it Keith? I think his name was Keith. You see him in shackles and walking by, and then they said that they had the leader of the thing. They told Chris that. So as they were walking by, and then he saw Chris over there. He's like, he's doing it all. I'm like, I knew it was Lloyd because he's a master of disguise. So he basically made it seem to Chris that Keith ratted him out, and so because Chris didn't want to have all the blame on him, he basically told them everything, where they met, how many people there were, what the plan was, and it was like they were gonna use these dogs, to bomb the person. So Anya, in the meantime, they were at the adoption agency, adoption show, whatever. They were there, and there were all these different animals, and he was so excited. And Yor told her not to leave the dog section of the thing, but then she looked out the window, and then she saw the dog that they were gonna get, right? The dog and one of the two people, they were walking around. I think they were just sticking out the place and everything. So the dog was there with them first, and then this woman and her child came out of the store, and the mom was telling the child, I think he or she was running or something or other like that, and the mom was telling him that he needed to be careful, or she was getting into an accident or something or other like that. And that's when the dog was made the adoption let him go, and then he ran after the dog, and I'm like, he's gonna save him, right? The child, he's gonna save him, right? And then he pulled the child back just as something was gonna fall on him. So I'm like, yeah, he saw the future. So he saved that kid, and then he went back to being those two captors. And I think that's when they were walking by, and then Anya saw him, and then they had the telepathic. Anya read the dog's mind, and the dog had a vision of Anya and Lloyd and Yor and everything. So then it's like, so this dog must be special. At first, she thought about telling Yor about the dog, I haven't seen them before, something like that, but that would require a much longer explanation that would reveal that she's a telepath. So she's like, I can't really do that. So she leaves, because he knows where the dog went into this building, right? So she leaves, she goes into the building, and then she comes upon the dog was there with other dogs, and then she hears the conversation between Keith and his cohorts, and there was another guy that showed up behind her, so she got captured. And they were like, okay, they were gonna kill this dog. When they went into the room, there was this one guy over there that was sitting with his leg crossed, with, eyeglasses, and I'm like, for some reason I thought it was Lloyd. I can't say for some reason, because Lloyd would show up someplace in a disguise that you wouldn't think that it was him, but it was him, So I'm like, when I saw that guy just sitting down there, with his legs crossed, glasses, sort of like had the similar hair color, I'm like, okay, is it him? Because I thought the guy, Chris, gave them all the information that they needed, so he just sort of basically infiltrated the organization, posing as one of them, so that he can hear more of their plan and stuff. That's what I thought was happening, but Lloyd wasn't even in there, because they were looking for where the terrorists were having their meeting places. There was a bunch of locations, and they were looking at all the different locations, and then you see Lloyd at a payphone talking to the woman agent, tell them that they now have a lead, like they basically know where they were or something like that. So that's when I saw Lloyd there, I'm like, okay, that guy is not Lloyd, clearly. And they were talking about this Project Apple, where a member of the previous government were conducting these experiments on these dogs, trying to raise their IQs and stuff like that. And when the project was scrapped, they, instead of basically getting rid of the dogs, they were selling these dogs on the black market and stuff like that. So that's probably where this dog was also that's why he can see the future, because of those experiments that they did on them. So yeah, Keith wanted them to kill the kid, and then the dog, gnawed at his leash, I think, and then went there and got in front of Anya, trying to protect her. But then one of them was like threatened the dog, and then the dog just went back and was like hiding behind Anya now. So I'm like, they said the dog was intelligent. They were intelligent, and this dog can see the future. So I'm like, okay, can he not? Has he been trained so much that he's conditioned to be afraid of these people, and that if they threaten him, he's gonna do whatever they want, So yeah, but he was behind Anya, and then he saw the future. He saw how this phone was gonna ring, and everybody was gonna be focused on the phone for a second, and he told Anya that, well, Anya read his thoughts, and then they were like, okay, so we're gonna take that opportunity to escape. And that's what happened. They escaped. The dog was running so fast, and Anya was trying to tell this dog to go into the adoption, building, and went out where Yor was, and that their mother was gonna protect them and stuff like that. Yor was there looking. She couldn't find Anya. And she was having this. They said there was this report that said that they were kidnapping these women to basically force them to marry or something or other like that. And she was afraid that was what was happening with Anya. So when the dog and Anya were, running past the building, and he was screaming, Anya was screaming, like, save me, save me. So Yours heard that, and then she went after her, right? And then in Anya's mind, they were just gonna run to the police station and tell the people what was happening, and then she was gonna get Estella. But then they switched to that, her thoughts and what she wanted to happen to the dog, just like running in circles. And they came right back to where they were, and then Keith found her, got the hands on the dog, and then the other person was gonna kill Anya, I guess. And that's when Yor came in with that. That's so cool. It was so cool. And that's why the episode ended. So yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna finish this particular explosion plot in the next episode. I love this episode. Loved it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feelymini. And you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.